Hey everyone, welcome to the 7 Minutes to Better Selling podcast. I come to you live from New York City. I'm at the headquarters of Next Jump. If you're not familiar with the company, check it out. It's worth a Google. It's a heck of a company. They've been written up by Harvard and a number of other places, and we're doing some great coaching and consulting stuff with this firm. They're really an impressive firm. But I'm your host, Colin Lake. I'm the president and founder of Developing the Next Leaders, as many of you know. We're an organization that is passionately committed to helping sales teams and sales executives do what they love, which is sell really, really well. And so from a logistics perspective, although our title says we're a 7 Minutes of Better Selling podcast, we'll go anywhere between 7 and 12 minutes live. And then after the conversation, we'll go back to the studios, we'll edit it and get down to like the pearls of wisdom and get it down to 7 minutes. So with that in mind, I'd like to welcome Mahesh Chand to the show. And Mahesh is the CEO of Mindcracker. And Mahesh has done, as we had mentioned in social media leading up to this, Mahesh has done some amazing things for big businesses, medium-sized businesses, small businesses, and entrepreneurs just starting out in their entrepreneur journey. So Mahesh, we're really excited to have you, and thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, Colin. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. So Mahesh, you had heard me mention a couple of the things that I've been so impressed with you over the years, and so happy to know you and bump into you through my entrepreneurial journey, and then like watch you work, and then watch you grow, and then watch you do more amazing things for more amazing people. So like, how do you get to the place where you are today in terms of like the CEO of Mindcracker, one, and then two is this consultant or sponsor for new entrepreneurs?
Yeah. So, most like most entrepreneurs, I always had that, in me is like always looking for solutions of problems, right? So when I came to US in 1998 as I was working for a company as a programmer in Downingtown, PA, which is not far from where I live. And when you work from these companies, you look around and you ask yourself questions that is that what you want to do, right? What do you want to do? And slowly you start learning. And one of the challenge I found with working with different clients in bigger companies and consulting is that a lot of these companies don't spend enough time on innovation. They don't spend enough time on doing research and learning about themselves, like where are we going. And also especially now in tech world, there's things are changing so fast, like technology coming at you like almost every few months you'll see something new hitting you, right? So if you don't keep yourself up to date, then your company falls behind, and the employees who are working, they feel like they're not learning new things. And I always like to learn new things when I'm working as a company. I'm sorry. um, I didn't like how you keep working on old things, and I always want to learn new things. What's going on in the world? What is new? What is exciting? And that's what made me start my own company. And that is Mindcracker today. I started that in almost in 2000, and then we registered company in 2003. But our goal was to provide support to these little corporations or businesses who are looking to learn, hey, where should we putting our next funds, like if we are building or migrating to a new platform, or you are building our own platform, or we want to change our platform, where should we going from here rather than using the old products and services.
Mahesh, one of the things I've heard a couple of times, and I've only heard it lately, like as this pace of change is accelerating, is how are we ever going to be creative or innovative if we're so busy every day? Like we go from meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting. Like there's no time to like sit and think and really, really let yourself have that like freedom or the permission to be creative.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
think
a
you had that like potential in you, like you sat and saw, you're like, I think we can do this better.
yeah, that's a great question. And then we all struggle with that, right? Like, I'm so busy every day. But here's the funny part is, if you look at the most successful person, if you look at Elon Musk or Bill Gates, they also have same time as you and me, right? We all have 24 times. It's really how you manage your time. It's funny thing is that this morning I was thinking that what's the most thing we have in our home, like time clocks are the most thing you have in your home every device has a clock, every appliance has a
Mm.
clock, everywhere you see TV has a clock, everywhere has clock, means it's a kind of telling us, are you keeping track of your time? And we don't. If you look at the numbers, average person in the US spend 3 hours and 13 minutes on social media every day. Take that time and
Uh,
take that, in half an hour move that to your daily learning, make it a habit. Like every day at night when I'm done, working and kids and all that, around 11, 12 p.m., I spend 1 or 2 hours every day just learning new things, reading new things. So that has to become as a part of your daily routine. You have to figure out how to take some time, 15 minutes from each of those activities and put into this learning. And that's really the only way we can keep up, because as you said, we are so busy. But here's the funny part: we are buying these new machines, like we are buying new cleaners in the home, robots in the home who can clean, so we can save more time. In time for what? So we can spend more time on social media, like scrolling through, like how many likes I got today. So it's really setting the priorities straight. Otherwise, all of us has enough time.
mm. Boy, I hope the entire sales world, like tech world, IT, whatever else, everyone just heard that comment. Like, I find 30 minutes a day. Like, not I try to, I find it in every
Yep.
day, that 30 minutes to read, to learn, to be creative, to get better. So that was great, Mahesh.
Yeah, and
Go ahead.
just one, I want to add one more thing
Yeah,
is
please.
that if your priority is straight, you will find time for that. It's just a matter of priority. Imagine, remember early days when you have your first date, and
Sure.
you will always find time for that, and you're waiting for half an hour waiting for getting ready because you forget about everything else, right? It's the same thing. You have to make it as your priority. Learning has to become your priority. Once you do that, there's plenty of time for it.
Ah, boy, that is a pearl right there. Boy, that one I take. I'm taking with me. I hope others listened and heard and take it with them as well. Mahesh, let me ask you this. So you see lots of people trying to sell, right? So like trying to sell their services, trying to sell their platform, trying to sell their tech, whatever. What would you say from an opportunity perspective? That like what would be the best opportunity for salespeople or the sales landscape today?
Today, I will tell you tools, tools, tools. Automate, automate, automate. Partnership, partnership, partnership. So today, salespeople, not only sales, everybody has so many tools. Sales have changed, right? Before you will go meet in person, schedule meeting, drive to a city, have a lunch, start meeting people, and then you try to, build a relationship, which is still work. Today, you can do the same thing as well. But now there are more people doing business online using virtual world, right? So you need to figure out few things, right? Everybody needs a public profile online. Okay, everybody needs to be active on LinkedIn and other social media where their audiences are. If your audience are more on TikTok, that's where you can sell your product, you go to TikTok. If your audience are on a Twitter or Facebook, you go there. The point is that you need to build a good profile, put your product and services out there, what you're selling, and then grow your audience. And the way you grow your audience is you have to be constantly keep pushing things out there, keep and posting stuff out there, keep putting where people and review that, like, are people really liking and commenting, and they are, how many people are watching if I put a post there on, say, Facebook, or how many people really commenting on it. So it's a work, but here's the good part: once you learn, and again make it as a habit of your daily routine, say 1 hour you're going to spend all in social media marketing or sales, even LinkedIn, then you learn so much, then it automates itself, then you don't have to work, because slowly people start registering in their mind that, oh, Colin does that. Colin helps companies, leaders to educate on sales, right? How to grow their company business sales. So once I slowly know from your social media, now when I will need it, I already know, and I'll go to you. It's a long term process, but guess what? It automates it. Then you are not selling, and you, because already work is already done, hard work is already done, right? And then other part with this is you're also becoming influencer. And once you become influencer and somebody reach out to you, then sale is much easier because they already know about you, rather than you are going and talking to 20 people and hoping one will buy my services. In other case, they're coming to you. That means you are good to go.
Yeah. Boy, Mahesh, that is awesome. And when I was listening, like I'm like listening like actively. I would try to take a note or two because I had a few things going on in my mind at the same time listening to you. But you heard Mahesh say like people are spending 3.5 hours on social media. Mahesh said use social media. Social media is an amazing tool. It'll expand your practice. It'll an hour a day. That's what it takes to use this to automate to become the influencer. So that was
Yep.
great. So Mahesh, I'm gonna do a brief wrap, and then I'm gonna give it to you for a final thought on my wrap. So, um, developing next leaders is passionately committed to helping salespeople better serve their clients, and we're doing this through constantly working and constantly learning from some of the best minds, distilling those ideas and bringing them back to the world in a way that you all can use them to, in fact, better serve your clients. So you heard Mahesh say, take that 30 minutes and learn. That time is so valuable for you, for your clients, for your well-being. So Mahesh, I want to thank you. And like I said, I'll give you maybe 30 seconds or so to wrap us up and take us out.
Yes, first of all, thank you for having me. This is a great show you're doing, and I think you're already building what you're teaching, right? You're building your presence online. You are every week you are doing this show. That means people are slowly learning about you, your service is following. So this is perfect example. If somebody's trying to become a leader in sales, just partner with somebody like you. Go on a show like your show here, right? Because more and more people are watching, more and more people will learn. But partnership, collaboration, working with other people, learning from others are the keyword these days, right? You can say, oh, you can have another friend and you can start your own blog, or write on LinkedIn, or start a podcasting. So many people are starting podcasting these days. And be on active on social media. So people are already there on social media. Point is just you need to just figure out what platform works for you and what people like and dislike. So it's a little learning process, but once you know that, then it becomes easier.
Yeah, that's great. So if you need any IT servicing, any IT consulting, anyone to talk to about trying to figure out your tech platform, Mahesh is your guy. Mahesh, thanks again for joining us. Everyone else, good selling.
Thank you.